Hello back to Reader friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Robin, and in this video we're going to be talking about my favorite season. And that is fall reading season. I cannot wait. And the first book that I usually read for the fall season is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. This is a classic. I have read it since I was 13. And it's perfect for the fall because Harry starts Hogwarts in September. My second favorite is Twilight by Stephanie Myers because it's the perfect fall vibes with paranormal with vampire and werewolves in October. And a good continuation to that is The Raven Boys. I have to continue the series with the Dream Thieves and see if I'm going to like the series or not. And then I've been seeing this series around, which is the Daughters and Smokebone series. There is a read-along that I'm going to be doing throughout September all the way to, I believe, November, throughout all the books. So I got the first two books so I can hopefully not get behind. So right now I'm reading Daughter of Smokebone, and then I will be reading Night of Cake and Puppets by Laini Taylor. I'm actually going in blind with this series. I have no clue what it's about, and I am quite confused on how this story is going to turn out. And I finally got The Library of the Dead by T.L. Huchi? Something like that. And I've been seeing this series around, and I saw one of the YouTubers I follow mention this book, and I finally got it for the fall season, and I can't wait to read it. I believe it's a trilogy, and I'm hoping to enjoy it this fall. And this is a middle grade series. I think it's like a duology. It's a Mystery of Black Hollow Lane by Judah Noble. I've seen the cover around and it looks pretty interesting to read. I can't wait to read it for September for the Read-A-Thon that I'm doing as well. I'll leave all the read-alongs and Read-A-Thons down below. And I saw this new release and I had to grab it because it sounded funny as well as interesting, which was Love My Afterlife by Christy Greenwood. One, the cover's gorgeous. Two, the fact that she choked on a microwavable burger is hilarious. And you have every right to, because I'm sorry, if you've ever had a microwavable burger, they're disgusting. And I'm excited for this one because I've seen it around. I've never read anything from Holly Black, but when I saw this Standalone, I wanted to read it. It is called The Coldest Girl in Cold Town, and it reminds me of the Morganville Vampires series. So I'm curious to see how this book is. And this one is going to be most likely between September and November because, yeah, the Dark Artifacts is really long for each book. So I'm going to be reading from September, probably most likely to November or December with how big this book is. So I can't wait to read Lady Midnight. And we're going to be starting off with describing The Coldest Girl in Gold Town. And it is about a girl named Tanya. She lives in a world where walled cities called ghost towns exist. In them, quarantine monsters and humans mingle in a decently bloody mix of predator and prey. And once you pass through Gold Town's gate, you can never leave. One morning after a perfectly ordinary party, Tanya wakes up surrounded by corpses. The only other survivors of this massacre are her essentially enduring ex-boyfriend, infected and on the edge, and a mysterious boy burdened with a terrible secret. Shaken and determined, Tiny enters a race against the clock to save the three of them, the only way she knows how, by going straight to the wicked, overlit heart of Cool Town itself. Yeah, very interesting. And this is The Love of My Afterlife by Christy Grenwood. If she wasn't dead already, Delphi would be dying of embarrassment. Not only did she just die by choking on a microwavable burger, she's also now standing in her sparkle and shine nightie in front of the hottest man she's ever seen, and he's smiling at her. If they start to chat, everything else becomes background noise. That is until someone comes running through a door yelling something about a huge mistake and sends the dreamy stranger back down to earth. And here, Delphi was thinking her luck might be different in the afterlife. But Delphi is offered a deal in which she can return to Earth and reconnect with the mysterious man. She jumps at the opportunity to find her possible soulmate and a fresh start. And the Mystery of Black Hollow Lane by Dula Noble. Beware of the Order of Black Hollow Lane. With a dad who disappeared years ago and a mother who was a bit too busy to parent, Emmy is shipped off to Wellsworth, a prestigious boarding school in England, where she's sure she won't fit in. But before she leaves, Emmy finds a box of mysterious medallions in the attic of her home. Medallions that belong to her father who may have gone to Wellsworth. When she arrives at school, she finds the strange symbols from the medallions etched into walls and books, which leads Emmy and her new friends Jack and Lola to Wellsworth's secret society. The Order of Black Hollow Lane. Emmy can't help but think that the society had something to do with her dad's disappearance, and that there may be more than just dark secrets in the halls of Wellsworth. And then The Library of the Dead. Roba drops out of school to become a ghost stalker, and she now speaks to Edinburgh's dead, carrying messages to those they left behind. Everyone's got to earn a living, and it seems harmless enough, until that is, the dead begin to whisper that someone's bewitching children, leaving them husked, empty of joy and life. It is in Ropa's city, so she feels honor bound to investigate, but what she learns will change her world. She'll dice with death, not part of her life plan, discovering an occult library and a taste for hidden magic. She'll also experience dark times, for Edinburgh hides a wealth of secrets, and Ropa's gonna hunt them all down. Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. Around the world, black handprints are appearing on doorways, scorched there by winged strangers who have crept through a slit in the sky. In a dark and dusty shop, a double supply of human teeth grows dangerously low. And in the tangled lanes of Prague, a young art student is about to be caught up in a brutal otherworldly war. And I have been told you have to read this book before the Night of King of Puppets because it will do spoilers. So I don't want to read that. And then the same thing with this one. You have to read The Raven Boys before The Dream Thieves. And if you have not read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone or Twilight by Stephanie Myers, I'll give it a brief. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is about a wizard, a little boy that learns he's a wizard, and he finds out that his his aunt and uncle kept it a secret from him, and on his 11th or 12th birthday that he is actually a wizard, and he's accepted to a school called Hogwarts. And then throughout the whole series, he finds out about himself and his family, and you don't have to be related in order to have a family. And in Twilight, I'll give you a little bit of what's on the back. About three things that was absolutely positive. First, Edward was a vampire. Second, there was a part of him, and I didn't know how dominant that part might be, that thirsted for my blood. And third, I was unconditionally and irrevocably in love with him. So it's about a girl named Bella who is falling in love with a vampire who is Edward Cullen. And I have two more books I forgot that was on my list to read, which is Wolf Song by T.J. Klune and Her Majesty's Royal Coven. And I'm going to look those up really quick. The Bennett family has a secret. They're not just a family, they're a pack. Wolfsong is Ox Matheson's story. Oxnard Matheson was 12 when his father taught him that Ox wasn't worth anything and people would never understand him. Then his father left. Ox was 16 when the energetic Bennett family moved in next door, harboring a secret that would change him forever. The Bennetts are shapeshifters. They can transform into wolves at will. Drawn to the magic, loyalty, and enduring friendships, Ox feels a gulf between this extraordinary new world and the quiet life he's known. But he finds an ally in Joe, the youngest Bennett boy. Ox was 23 when murder came to town and tore a hole in his heart. Violence flared, tragedy split the pack, and Joe left town, leaving Ox behind. 3 years later, the boy is back, except now he's a man, charming, handsome, but haunted. And Ox can no longer ignore the sound that howls between them. And I cannot read it because I've been wanting to read paranormal romance for a while. And when I read the description for this, I wanted to check out T.J. Klune's Wolf Song for this October read. And the next one is Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Juno Dawson. If you look hard enough at old photographs where they're in the background, healers in the trenches, suffragettes, Kelsey Park oracles, land girls, and residence fighters, why did we help in times of crisis? We have a gift. We are stronger than Medanes, plain and simple. At the dawn of their adolescence, on the eve of the summer solstice, 4 young girls, Helena, Laini, Nymph, and Elle, took the oath to join Her Majesty's Royal Coven, established by Queen Elizabeth I as a covert government and department. Now, decades later, the witch community is still reeling from a civil war, and Helena is now the reigning high priestess of the organization. Yet, Helena is now one of her friend group still enmeshed in the stale precarities of HMRC. Elle is trying to pretend she's a normal housewife, and Nymph has become a country vet, using her powers to heal sick animals. In what Helena perceives as the deepest betrayal, Laini has defected to start her own, more exclusive and intersectional coven, the Spora. And now Helena has a bigger problem. A young warlock of extraordinary capabilities has been captured by authorities and seems to threaten the very existence of HMRC. With conflicting beliefs over the best course of action, the 4 friends must decide whether their loyalties lie with preserving tradition or doing what is right. Juno Dawson explores gender and the corrupting nature of power in a delightful and provocative story of magic and monarchy, friendship and feminism, seeing with all the aspects of contemporary womanhood, as well as being phenomenal, powerful witches. Nymph, Helena, Laini, and Elle may have grown apart, but they will always be bound by the sisterhood of the coven. Hopefully with these fun fall book recommendations, I hope you're able to find one of these for you to read for the fall season. I hope you enjoyed these recommendations, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!